saying, in the sense that, like, there are some people who think that my husband is racist because he worked for a certain channel. I'm gonna look in that camera right there and let everybody know my husband is not a racist. Boom.
Tamera's getting case because she's married to Adam Housley, who was a former reporter and Fox News. The Fox News has been known to have more right-wing views, basically having racist views, by the way. She's getting the most backlash because her husband made a tweet about food stamps. I don't even know how it works in the United States, but according to the videos I've seen, it had a lot of like racist undertones.
Tamera Buki, they said come get your husband because he lying about food stamps. Y'all, they on Twitter calling her Tamaga. So Tamera's husband, Adam Housley, has been on Twitter like fighting for his life about food stamps. Now, just below, Unusual Whale had posted a story about how the Trump administration is pushing to stop individuals who get food stamps from buying junk food. And if you want the details about that whole restriction on food stamp benefits, watch this story right here. We posted about it yesterday. Now, Adam replies to that story and says, as a kid who grew up in a neighborhood grocery store since I was 5, I can't tell you how many times I saw people come in and buy crap food for their kids with food stamps, then open their wallet and use cash for liquor, beer, wine, and cigarettes. Then there were those who would repeatedly buy a lemon or lime, get the change, walk out the door, throw them away, and do it again until they had enough change to buy cigarettes or liquor. As a kid, it would pee me off because there are some people who could really use the help, and there are these others working the system. And of course, you know the internet did not take kindly to him talking about poor people problems. He continued his food stamp rant and said, what people need to understand is that there is an absolute need for assistance in this country, and we should absolutely provide it. And as part of that, help people get off of it with proper training and support. Unfortunately, the system has been corrupted. In California, it's badly corrupted. Then he was just going through his comment section, replying back to people. And you could pause to read this, but basically he said he had worked at the grocery store that his parents owned as a kid while he was playing professional baseball for 20 years, because people were arguing that food stamps never came in cash form. They came in cash form. And if you broke a $5, $10, or $1 bill in food stamps, you got cash back. Now, the people in the comments was like, Tamera's never beaten those allegations. And this is from that meme where she said somebody called her a white man's. And another person had noted, this is why Tia don't talk to Tamera now. I feel like there's some undertones to that too. And of course, you guys know we talked about that story. We broke that story like 2 years ago when Beyonce had sent Tia her Ivy Park collection, but she didn't send it to Tamera. And everybody was like, yo, why would Beyonce split the twins up? And that's really where everyone started talking about, do they even talk to each other anymore? They don't. Then Tia confirmed it on her reality show where she said she wished her and her sister had their old relationship back, but she didn't go into detail as to why they don't really talk to each other, connect with each other anymore. And a lot of people had said on the internet years before we had broke that story that it had something to do with Adam Housley, Tamera's husband. Another person had noted an article that had referenced Tia and Tamera. They had sat down for Our Lifestyle magazine, I think this was, and it said that Adam is a 6th generation from the Bay Area and was born and raised in wine country, growing up with a vineyard in his front yard. So Adam was basically talking about how he had worked himself to the bone as a child. And other people noted, no, you didn't. Your family grew up in Napa Valley, very wealthy. And shout out to the neighborhood publicist because, yeah, this is why people call her Tamaga. This is why. Because look what you married.
It's not the first time he's been like accused of being racist. Like, I mean, I remember on the reel, she had to come online and she came on and she was crying. But anyway, her and her sister, every few months, either one of them is getting paid for something. And one thing that I've noticed that they're getting paid because of their husband or their man in their lives. Like, I don't want to discuss too much on what either of the husbands have done or anything like that, but just like the whole reason behind this whole thing. A few months ago, when Tamera Mowry, her sister, got a divorce with Adam Housley, like, they got a divorce, people immediately took this side and were out there bashing her and dragging her name through the mud.
So Tamera Mowry left her husband of 14 years. He didn't cheat on her. He earned a great wage. He was a good-looking man. They had children together. He supported her, been by her side. She outgrew him.
They were calling her everything but a child of God. And she was painted as a villain who left a royal man. And a lot of people are like, wow, she's so way, this long-lasting, beautiful marriage. Like, no one knew. But as we come to find out, like, he wasn't providing. Like, she was tired, okay? Man was tired, and she had a right to really choose what she wanted for her life, right? But a lot of people, again, were hating on the sister. And because of that, they have to be compared to their twins, but they have to be their sisters. People started praising Tamera for keeping a good, healthy marriage. And people loved Adam during that time where Tia was going through her divorce. People were praising Tamera's relationship with Adam. No one, no. Even some people were like, yeah, that's why you should always choose a white man. This is what they're not gonna. Everyone was praising that relationship. And now, come to find out, a few months later, people are now finding her disgusting. People are finding her weak and white men. And it's just absolutely disgusting. So this is not a new thing that I'm talking about here, where women are blamed for their husband's actions. This isn't just for the Mowry sisters. I also noticed that when it came to Hailey Bailey and Diddy G, whatever Diddy G did, Diddy G was not blamed for it. It was more of people judging and ridiculing Hailey instead of the actual guy. Like, the amount of criticism that Hailey did, I think I probably made a girl, why did they hit? But like, that also speaks to, the internalized misogyny. We are so quick to blame the woman and be like, why did she, like, if a man embarrasses her, why is it always like on her though? Again, another woman, Hailey Bieber, also hated because of Justin Bieber. Beyonce hated for staying with Jay-Z, even though he was the one that cheated. How is she getting more?
I also wanted to add that when Jay-Z was also being accused of doing something with a minor along with P. Diddy, like, instead of Jay-Z being the one that's trending, there was like silence. But on TikTok, there was a lot of videos being made about Beyonce, like, oh, she knows. Like, she was being blamed for, like, what Jay-Z was being accused of, which I just find absolutely insane. But that just goes to show that women are always the ones to blame for whatever their husbands do.
You know what I'm saying? So once you see from that point of view, you kind of see a pattern. Every time a woman is being crucified within the media, even Blake Lively, like, I don't like that girl, but like, at the same time, why is she getting more hate than the husband? He ain't no angel. We all know he's very much more to blame than her, right? And also Justin Baldoni. Like, in as much as he's like, this feminist person, guy, whatever, if he was so good and so like for the women, why is he allowing another woman to go through what she's going through right now? Like, if he was so for women, I don't think, this whole hate train, whatever thing would be stupid happening, would have shut that down like immediately, If someone is for women, like, I think that makes more sense. And also, it's also fair the same argument that Johnny Depp had when he was divorcing Amber Heard. We all know we're all for that. And then, a few years from now, we're going to look back and be like, oh, we owe this lady an apology. Like what we do with the Britney Spears. Oh, we owe them an apology. We owe, like, that's what we do. And I'm actually getting tired of it. I mean, in short, women are always held to a higher standard and have more responsibility than their male counterparts. And I think I've noticed, like, especially when it comes to black women that are siblings, the way the media, or people in general, like, compare the relationship kind of thing. And I know this. And I have a sister, which doesn't do social media, but like, I can't imagine seeing it on a grander scale, because already in real life we're already compared to each other. Now imagine like thousands, millions of people comparing you guys day to day. I mean, they're saying Tamera is she's defending and she's sitting by the white man. Before it was Tia, she thinks selfish, how dare she leave a man, they're being compared, like, one is being Big Misha for being picked by Adam, and Tia is not in the group races, right? She's amazing. She's so independent, right? Same thing, Beyonce and Solange. Solange, ever since that elevator thing, it feels like Montana is like the more aggressive one, and Beyonce's next day to someone, or everything negative, so James comparing they can look as well. And I think Valentina really did a good job of helping the ladies go through therapy. I think that's so important. I hope that the other siblings that are in this industry goes through that, because it's really tough. Same thing, Venus and Serena. Same thing, being compared. And if you notice, these are all black women. And the being compared to and being talked about by other black people. So it's like, why do we do this to our own people? I feel very bad when coming on person like mad at you, but like angry, but like it's just like it's getting to a place where it's gonna like enforce it. Because I can think of other like siblings that are in like the entertainment industry that are like right, but like men, you never see this type of thing happening. Like it's never even a topic. But anyway, men don't get the same level of scrutiny in their marriages. Like whatever happens, it's never like their fault. It's the woman. It should go back to like her, and it's getting exhausting. And people need to leave alone. Like they're already going through so much, you know, probably in their real lives, being compared to. Now you're gonna add on to it, pitting siblings against each other. Especially some of the questions when you watch like this interview for siblings, like especially the earlier days of like Chloe and Hailey, like they would always ask them like questions to sort of like get them to like say something bad about each other. Like it's weird. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents, especially on the whole Tamera thing was happening. Yeah. I just thought I should bring a different perspective to this whole thing. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about this. Comment down below. Yeah. See you guys next time. Bye.
Also, yeah, I'm so sorry for the audio. My mic wasn't plugged in properly. Like, I tried everything that I could to make this, you know. But, like, yeah, that's what happened. That's why the volume is a bit icky and nasty, disgusting. But anyway, yeah, sorry.